Our first guest tonight has a large and shiny collection of statuettes, including an Emmy, an Oscar, 2 Tonys, and now she's up for a Grammy, too. She's the producer and SAG Award-nominated star of The Woman King. It returns to theaters tomorrow. Please welcome Viola Davis. Very good to see you.
Boy, I am so good.
Yeah, well, you are.
Yeah.
You're some say great. Yeah.
I'm good.
Thank you for stopping by and taking a break between collecting awards and statues and whatnot.
No problem. It's good to be here.
Are we at the point where you're out of people to thank? Like, will you start thanking your dentist on the next one?
No, I'll never thank the dentist. I had 3 wisdom teeth removed just recently. I will never thank the dentist.
Dentist is off the list. Yesterday, you were nominated for a SAG Award, which is great, exciting. I guess, do they even call you anymore, or is it just like, yeah, I know?
I told them, don't call me early in the morning.
Okay.
Don't call me early in the morning, but I have to tell you,
yeah,
the Grammy thing, I'm a serious actor. I am. I went to Juilliard. I feel it's about the work, but I feel it's like my niece Annabella, who had a meltdown at Circus when she was 6 years old.
In Las Vegas.
Not dripping, crying, and all she was saying was, I want to win! I want to win! In my brain with the Grammy, I'm like, I want to win!
Because I get it, because if you win, you become part of the EGOT club, which is a very small club. It's like 17 people or something in that club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's something in me that says, like, you know, I deserve it. All of them have already won it.
Because now you got the Tony, the Oscar, the Emmy. That's toe, okay? You want the EGOT, you want that G in there to mix things up. Who are you against? Do you know who's in your category?
Let me really think. Lin-Manuel Miranda, Questlove, Mel Brooks, and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, so it's not a cakewalk category.
No, they're all great. Listen, they can throw me a bone, Jimmy.
You are nominated for your audiobook.
Yeah.
I think I have your book right here. This is your book. You read the book, and then you got nominated a Grammy for reading Finding Me. And you had a very tough childhood, exceptionally tough childhood.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of funny things that happened in your childhood.
Yes.
Your family was superstitious.
Yes, they were. I come from a black family, and black people have some superstitions. So we had, whatever I put in that book, you can add about 10,000 more on top of it.
Is that true?
Like, you couldn't bring an umbrella in the house and an umbrella that was, like, up.
Right,
Which is like, why would you do that? You couldn't walk by a gravestone without crossing yourself. So I did that once, and then my sister Diane was like, ah! And I said, what did I do? She's like, you walked over the grave. You gotta walk back, spit on your finger, dig it in the dirt, and then cross yourself, and then walk across. I said, well, why? She said, that's because that person who's dead will never rest in peace. And then I was thinking, I don't know who the hell that is anyway.
Maybe they don't deserve to rest in peace.
Yeah, and then you couldn't look in the mirror at night, and I'm serious. I think that's probably why I was a bedwetter and when I was really, really young. I was terrified to look in the mirror at night. If you stared too long, you'd turn into a monster.
But why would you look in the mirror at nighttime?
Let me tell you something. Now, if you get too logical about it,
then it doesn't.
then it brings you down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, right.
And then you can't sweep over your father's feet with the broom. You can't touch your father's feet with the broom.
Why?
Because they'll go to jail, Jimmy.
Is that what? If you sweep over... See, I think the only... Well, no, you know what? Growing up in an Italian family, we did have a lot of weird superstitions.
Yeah, exactly. Then I was like, but Daddy, if you didn't do anything to go to jail, why would you go to jail? And then you know what you had to do? You got to sweep back over it in a different direction, and then he didn't go to jail.
Do you... Maybe this is too sensitive a subject, but do you think it's possible that superstition was presented to you so that it became your fault that your father went to jail instead of his?
Absolutely, because you know what? We could not sing that song, Papa Was a Rolling Stone.
You couldn't?
Yeah, because his papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. You couldn't sing that in the house. And I was like, well, why, Daddy? He said, don't sing that song.
Because it hits home too hard, huh? Yeah, wow. You were at the Palm Springs Film Festival.
Yes, I was.
With Cate Blanchett, who presented you with...
Beautiful Cate Blanchett.
Yeah, she's absolutely wonderful. What was the award that you received? It was
the Chairman's Award.
The Chairman's Award. This is an award that is a lifetime achievement type of situation, right?
Yes.
And Cate was asked to induct you.
I want some of her dignity, her grace, her old soul depth, and I want to look as fabulous as she looks in red on the red carpet. I want her deep-throated, sometimes joyous, but always knowing laugh. I want some of her sass. I want some of her ass. I just want all of this to rub off on me.
And then you stepped up.
Oh, Cate. Oh, man. I would love to work with you. But you can't have my ass, Cate.
Why can't Cate have your ass? Wouldn't it be nice if you gave Cate your ass?
Cate, can I have my ass? I don't know. Listen, my husband wants the ass. He wants the ass. He wants the ass.
Oh, I do want to. We're going to take a break. I want to ask you about your husband, Julius. And Viola Davis is here. The Woman King is the movie. And we'll be right back.
It is not your fault what happened to me. You are not the thing that hurt me. You are now we. You are my daughter.
That is Viola Davis and The Woman King, which is returning to theaters for the long weekend. Will you go? Have you ever gone to see this movie with a regular paying audience? Is that something you do?
Oh, my God, no.
No.
It's very difficult to watch yourself, but I will say that I've seen this movie 3 times, which I have never done with so many of my movies, because everyone in the audience is standing and cheering, and they're involved in it, and it just makes me so proud. I'm not gonna lie.
I would think so,
You know,
yeah.
we were in South Africa for 5 months shooting it. It's just...
Are there any of your films that you have not ever seen at all?
Absolutely.
Really?
And I'm not going to tell you because you're going to get me in trouble.
Really? Why do you think you get in trouble? Is it because you didn't like them, or is it because you just can't bear
This is a very fragile business. You got to massage egos. So I will massage egos until I retire, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I'm not going to tell you. But there's like more than a few of them that I've ever seen. Listen, I shot them. I did what I had to do. And then I left, and I feel like I did my job.
Wow. Who is the young woman in that scene with you?
Tuso Mbedu, unbelievable.
How old is she?
She's 30, I think she's 30 years old. 30.
I heard that, and I can't believe it. She looks so young.
I know, and I think, you know what? I think she has a sense of humor about it, but she did tell someone once, she was like, I'm 30 years old.
Oh, yeah, it probably gets exhausting, I would imagine,
Yes,
Going in to buy a beer at 7-Eleven, it's got to be a whole thing.
But she's awesome.
And you are a producer, I know, of this movie. I know it took you like years to get this thing.
7 years.
7 years to get this made, right?
And I got it made at 56 years old, doing all that training, 5 damn hours a day for 3 months, 5 months of shooting. I was like, this better be successful. and it was.
A big hit, for sure. Now, I happen upon this. This is Architectural Digest this month. There's you and your husband, Julius, at home. And whose idea was it to allow the cameras into your house?
Mine.
It was your idea. Now, for me, and I don't know about you, if anything like this ever happened to me, I would need like 6 months to clean up. Because my house is a perpetual disaster, and your house is absolutely perfect. Is it usually like this?
It is, and I'm not kidding you. I told you that I married George Jefferson, right?
Right, yeah.
I told you that I married George Jefferson, who had a mother who would do the white glove test. It is always like that, except no one sees my drawers.
Your drawer?
I have candy in my underwear drawer. I have Werthers.
Really?
I have like gummies.
You do?
Yup. I have all kinds of candy in my drawer.
Why are they in the drawer? He doesn't want them out?
Well, no. I sneak the Werthers in my mouth late at night.
I see.
I do like 2 or 3 in my mouth, and then the next day I get on the scale going, I can't lose any weight. And then my husband is like, yeah, because you ate really, really good. He doesn't know that I polish off about 7 to 8 of those Werthers late at night, and sometimes he hears the crunching, but I have the sugar-free bag of Werthers, I have the regular bag of Werthers, I have the sugar-free gummies, I have the regular gummies.
So you're going trick-or-treating in your own closet in the middle of the night.
Come on, isn't that the most beautiful thing that you have ever heard, though?
No, but it's funny. Well, whatever you're doing, it all seems to be working. Everything is, I mean, I would imagine that everywhere you go, people probably tell you they love you. I mean, I see it in the audience here tonight. It's during a commercial break.
They do, they want to hug me all the time.
Yeah.
And one guy at Target, I love Target.
Uh-huh.
One guy at Target said, you know what? No.
He said, why are you buying so much candy?
There was one guy. No. There was one guy at H&M in Germany. I was shooting the Hunger Games in Germany.
Okay.
And a big, like, security guy in the front, he was on his phone and he was staring at me, following me around the store. And I was like, he's following me around because I'm black. I'm going to say something to him. I'm not going to let this slide. He's following me around. And I said, whoa, hold up. Why are you following me? He was like, how to get away with murder. I love you. And then I was like, okay, yeah, come over here. We'll take a picture.
The Woman King returns to theaters for the long weekend starting tomorrow. Viola Davis, everybody, we'll be back. It's Judd Hirsch.